Well, you mentioned you got the touring company at some point. How did you get that after quitting Second City Conservatory?
Well, they didn't know that I quit.
How do they not know that?
Well, I was probably one of the last few years that they Cook County actually is the reason I probably got hired to Second City, because one of the producers saw us performing in the Chicago Improv Festival.
Yeah.
And then one by one, we sort of got picked off. Then the mandate, I think, changed a little bit to that you had to go through their training center, do their shows, and then that they hire internally now.
Okay.
And I think back when I was coming up, that they were moving toward that, but that wasn't the rule. So I think what people thought of is like all the cool stuff was happening at IO and Annoyance and other places in town, and that you would kind of get scouted at those places.
Oh, wow.
And then plucked for a touring company. But when I was going through, no one really thought of like the student shows at Second City as being the place to go, like, be seen.
Sure.
I think Brendan actually was one of the first people like that went through the program, did the student show, and got hired. I mean, probably not the first person, but one of few people that actually did it the way that they want.
Right.
And then that became the rule, not the norm.
Sure.
So yeah, so I was just doing other stuff in town.
How long did you tour for then?
I toured a really short amount of time. I only toured for 10 months.
That's not too short though.
Not well in the scheme of touring company, it's probably one of the shortest.
Oh wow.
Maybe 9 months. Most people stay about 2 years.
Okay. Why did you stay so short?
I understudied for a pretty long time, like a year and a half. I did a cruise ship.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Where was your cruise ship?
The Caribbean,
no
baby.
No big deal.
Yeah. Just drinking rum buckets and working 2 hours a week.
Rum buckets?
Yeah. That's a bucket full of like rum juice that they served to you in St. Thomas. I don't remember it very well because I was trying to drive a moped down a mountain.
Wait, that's a story. What was that?
Well, I had a friend visit me on the cruise.
Just glaze over the moped down the mountain.
You can rent these mopeds we were in Antigua. You rent the moped, you like drive up to this bar, you get hammered basically, and then drive the moped down a mountain back to turn it in. So not that you're going very fast or anything, because when you're when it's that tenuous, you're kind of just riding the brake all the way down the mountain anyway. So my friend came and she was on the back of my moped, and I burned the motor out going up the mountain.
Oh, jeez.
So then we pushed it basically up the rest of the mountain, drank a rum bucket, and then had to like coast a motorized vehicle with no motor down the mountain, which is like trying to ride a 300-pound bicycle.
Right.
And it was one of those moments where like you have to be back on the ship at 5 o'clock.
Right.
We're leaving.
They leave, yeah.
And it was one of those like it's 4:54, and it felt like a movie, like running down the dock and like running up the gangplank to security, and having these like Gurkha dudes from Nepal be like, "You are almost left behind," you know.
That's ridiculous.
So yeah.
That's crazy. So how long were you on the cruise ships?
I did 4 months. I did one tour.
So did you quit your job before the touring company and the cruise ships and stuff?
I quit my job for the cruise ship.
Okay.
And then kind of from there, I did cruise ship. Then I don't know how I really made money between that and touring, other than I did Baby Wants Candy. I did a little bit of Mission Improbable.
Oh, sure.
And then I was doing, IO Roadshow gigs and trying to just play paid shows.
But never working for the man.
Not after 2006. Oh, God. I know as soon as I say this, like tomorrow, I'll like look at my bank account and be like, I got to go back to law school. But now working for the man since then.
That's
which
great.
has been pretty cool. Yeah.